This is a Global Player original podcast.
I didn't tell you I got mugged, didn't I? I got mugged the other day.
Got mugged?
I got mugged in Westfield. Reform?
Yeah.
Not your friend.
Do you ever have the bits of clothing that just smell like BO no matter how many times you wash them?
It's like, oh, my brother's got a new girlfriend. Next. We've got to embrace the wet triangle of shame under a steamy minge. Because guess what? Bitches be working, all right? God, shoplifting is such a rite of passage when you're 44. Ground control to Major Tom. Carmen, where are you?
I am in a secret studio. Where are you?
I'm in a secret house. I can't talk about it.
The secret, maybe my house.
Well, we've had the bank holiday and hence, well, we haven't made it into the studio.
But that's what I meant.
I hope all of our buttheads have had a nice bank holiday and we're going to get into it. We're doing a remote record, but we've got like lighting.
We've got lighting.
I would like to accuse you quite heavily of looking hot. We always compliment each other.
Thanks.
In my head, I'm like, oh, we are doing a remote record. I won't
You always look hot.
Oh, come on. I look like a child.
You don't look... Yeah, but that's a good thing to look like. Everyone wants us to look like children now.
Yeah, we all want to look young, but I look like Neo when he's first waking up from the Matrix and he's like born from a pod. Anyway, weird reference. I look fine. I'm feeling like I'm embracing it. I'm basically Alicia Keys. I'm Alicia Keys and I'm Pamela Anderson embracing no makeup. Hello, buttheads. Welcome to the pod.
Welcome to the pod. How are you all feeling
after your bank holiday? Oh, mate. Look, right, before we get into it, just a little request from us. If you're enjoying the podcast, we would love it if you could share it with a friend or family. Thank you.
You are doing a VSMR.
ASMR. Oh, should I do ASMR? Guys, if you're sharing some people hate that shit.
That's a whole version of ASMR.
I'm going to do it. Shush, I'm trying to be a podcast millionaire. If you could share it with a friend or family who you think would also love the podcast, it genuinely helps us, okay? And, right, guys, it keeps us growing and growing so we become podcast millionaires. Also, we want to hear from you. We like it when you write in. I'm going straight to camera now. We like it when you write in after this proper bank holiday weekend because we're not... Easter's family, you know what I mean? Christmas is family. But this is the first bank holiday that is just for the sesh. Let's face it. It's the main bank holiday. There's no rules. We want to hear your drunken stories and other stories. But I feel we've done a lot of shit in yourself stories. We've even had vom. But we really want to lean into the sort of drunk, shoplift, getting fingered kind of vibes. Falling over. Thank you.
We haven't had enough falling over
exactly.
stories. So get them in.
Get them in.
And I hope you're listening with a hangover, quite frankly.
Yeah. And if you're not, why not? And if you are, this is the thing that's going to get you through because we're going to laugh at things you do.
Welcome to Shouldn't Laugh Pod because I didn't have a rhyme. Literally anything rhymes with do. Because anything. To, moo. Maybe you had a bank holiday at a farm. Who knows?
Yeah, you might have done that. You might have actually done that.
You might have done that with the kids. It is that kind. What did you do?
I'm just back from Devon.
Oh, I love Devon.
Devon?
Lyme Regis?
Heaven, more like Croyd.
Oh, beautiful. What did you do there? Where did you stay?
Well, we stayed at a friend's cottage because that's the sort of places I move in. And it's like their little holiday place. It was really lovely. But weather not great. Bit of surfing. Mostly, I won't lie to you, reading books, open fires. Ding dong and blustery walks. I felt like Heathcliff, it's me, it's Carmen. I know it's the wrong part of the country, but it felt very wild.
Yeah, because also the weather was a bit shit as well, wasn't it? So
I feel like my camera's just like decided.
I thought your camera was just sort of going with where you were moving. I was like, that is high tech.
I think it is. Oh, it is doing that. I didn't think I was moving that much. I think maybe it just slipped. Maybe it's got a hangover. Heathcliff.
He's like nodding with you.
I think it got bored of me. Basically, the camera got bored of me and went, you know, in Wayne's World where they're like, hey, no, come back. I know I was being lame. Right, stop it. I think it's just, all right, mate. I'm so boring. The camera's checking out.
I thought you were so entertaining. The camera was nodding with you.
Oh, God. I feel like a right granny. I just covered my face and it checked. my stupid rubbery,
Your stupid
my
high-tech
stupid
camera.
high-tech camera.
It's proper like Japanese camera, isn't it?
I
When you're
literally
like,
covered my. I went.
when you're like
Let's
that,
do
it's
it. Let's do it again. It's gone. Let's check it out. This is the ultimate shouldn't laugh, but I am really trying to be sensible. I swear to God. I've got to stop touching it. It's gone again. Every time I touch face, it's like, you know, when you're on the tube and someone's like picking their nose and they're like, and you go like that, and you have to check it out. Anya, I'm so sorry. Our producer's being really patient. We've had so many mic issues because we're so stupid.
it thinks you're the shy monkey emoji. It's like, oh no.
You can't see. Oh. It's like where's Laura? It's like a baby that thinks I've disappeared every time I cover my face. This is AI for you, stupid baby. I swear to God, I'm gonna have to put a bit of gaffer tape on this or something. I want to do the whole pod holding onto it. Now look at me. I'm the captain now. Oh God.
This is the future, man. This is the future.
Right, we're in part 1. This is the future. This is people want self-driving cars, mate. You'll be like, oh look, a charity shop.
Your hotspot webcam is just taking your bank details now as we speak.
So guys, we're having slight tech issues, right? We never do a remote record. Do you think that's because of our professionalism and because we really want to just always be together in the room? It's not. It's because we don't know how to do tech. Right? And if you're just listening to this, what's happening is I've got a little camera that's filming me. And every time I do an expression, and listeners, viewers of the pod, fans of my comedy will know, I'm a gurner. I'm doing a lot of expressions. So every time I do anything, move my hands, look to the sky, roll my eyes, smile, the camera just seems to just rise up, change angles, and it just looks like it's sick of my shit, to be honest.
It's going to be a really interesting episode because you are going to you are just going to have to look like a statue.
Do you remember when we had a record the other week where you were like, I think I laughed too much in the pod, so I'm not going to. This is me.
No.
Yeah, you're going to have to take the lead, Carms.
No, you're not. I
You're
just
to make some
people that
jokes.
people that are listening, Laura's not even moving her facial muscles.
Right.
She's like the straight line mouth emoji.
Guys, I went to Devon, but the Great British Staycation is under threat. This just in.
Robert Jenrick, man of the people, privately educated, owner of 3 multi-million-pound houses, has done a promo for Reform saying that Rachel Reeves wants to introduce a tax for the caravan, the Great British Caravan holiday.
I feel like they've made a leap here, right? Because when I saw the caravans were going doubling in price, I nearly lost my mind because, you know, I'm a big caravan fan, right?
Yep.
Because also just why shouldn't people should be able to afford holidays. And I don't care if people don't work, they should be able to afford holidays. Kids should be able to, when I was an English teacher, right? People should be able to have experiences outside of their bloody postcode and grow
Absolutely.
and in life and do all these things, right? So typical of The Sun or any tabloid headline, it's like Rachel Reeves wants to, you know, double caravan holidays. I've done a bit of digging. What seems to be going on is that they're trying to give mayoral authorities, basically can add a holiday tax, a kind of tourist tax, essentially. So people that can't afford to go abroad can go on holiday, do staycations, like caravans, like B&Bs, like hotels, and that they should be able to maybe add a tax onto that to fund the local area, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, so it could say, it could be like it would add 56 to the cost of a week away for a family, or £112 a fortnight. So then they break that down as though, let's face it, every time you go on holiday, even if you do a package abroad, they'll go, there's a local tax, and you pay a few quid a night. You don't really notice that, do you? Do you know what I mean?
If you're going to say that it's like a couple of quid.
Yeah.
Like local fee, which, yeah.
And don't get me wrong, you can go on to a caravan holiday for 100 odd quid, but sometimes out of season, take the kids out of school, say nothing, say less. But it seems a little bit like, why are you shitting people up? I think these, I know we're on a shouldn't laugh, but I panicked so hard. I felt it in my soul.
You sent it to us with just one word, fuming.
Yeah, basically they're just saying visitor levies to fund places, because actually I think there's a lot of places like Cornwall, like Devon, you know, where they just actually resent the tourism a little bit.
Yeah, because they're probably inundated since COVID and the rise of the staycation. But I just thought the promo that old Robbie did was so classic, like classic propaganda. At the end, they've just got a bit with like three old men that are like, get Starmer out. I don't understand what's that's got to do with
Because
anything.
Reform know who their voters are, don't they? The Reform, Reform, like Trump, they're appealing to people that are like, you know, like the working class, or the people that are no longer working or feel kind of overlooked. So the caravan holidayers. This is not a caravan story. This is just Reform going, they're taking away your caravan holiday. And they're like, what? I was just getting busy with, and also the people that go caravans, 56 quid, they do that in a 2p machine while they're queuing for the swimming pool, if they're anything like me. Do you know what I mean?
Also, the only caravan Robert Jenrick has been in is the foreman's trailer whilst he was showing his floor plan for his £1 million house.
Yeah, am I right? Yeah.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Can I get a hell yeah? Wait, I tell you what, talking of caravans, The Furies season 2's out. I'm so obsessed with Paris Fury, I can't actually function.
Why are you obsessed with her?
Because she's just, what is she handling all the time? There's so many videos, just like she just takes care of business, left, right, and centre. Venezuela, she's just cussing kids.
Why is Venezuela the only one in the whole family with an Irish accent?
Yeah, where does that come from?
I don't know. I say that to Sat every episode we watch. I'm like, she's the only one. She's the only one with an Irish accent.
I just love it. I think she's really, and she's on the PR trail, old Paris Fury, mate. She's just taking care of business. And then she said, what is it? She lives by, you fill your cup first with alcohol, champagne. I'm like, yes, that is it. You fill your cup first. People talk about, like, you know, I just love it. Fill your cup first. And that's, what a roller coaster she must have been on with him.
She doesn't take any shit, does she?
Yeah.
She does not take any shit.
She needs to just go and talk to the Rachel Reeves and say, oi, and Robert Jenrick, and say, no, come on, you're late for school, come on. She don't talk like that.
Carting them into a minivan, all late with them. But so everyone's blaming Rachel Reeves about this tax, and then she loves the caravan. She went on holiday to Kent, and she had an extra night with her own monies.
This is what I like about her. She was there. So apparently Chancellor Rachel Reeves, she was taking a budget-friendly family break at the Haven Kent Coast Holiday Park in All Hallows near Rochester. A site once popular with £9.50 on sun holidays. You don't need to mention that. Just let it go. But she was officially there on government business. Checking on a £10 million leisure development that includes a new aquaplay area. But like you say, she ended up just staying on, because once you go to a caravan, you never want to leave. I almost want to gatekeep caravans. Do you know what I mean?
That's why we love on Mersey.
Oh, I know.
Although, you know, she doesn't do caravans.
I know, but there's bougie ones. She could do a bougie.
She could do bougie.
She could do bougie. But I'll tell you what, the Dyers, so obviously they've got their caravan park show, and it's almost like, shh, Danny, don't. But I think they aren't for everyone. There's a lifestyle there. But Tommy and Georgia from Tommy and Georgia Baby Steps from Towie, she's like, because I'm obsessed with them and I love them so much, Tommy Mallet and Georgia, she grew up really quite wealthy, and he sort of grew up more like humble beginnings. But she says, all the holidays we go on, I just love the caravan. You can proper relax. Everything slows down. Everything's nice. The kids are happy. The kids are free. I feel like all we're talking about is caravans. It's like when we were talking about your 40th and your ski trip, it's all we talked about. And I'm like, I want to keep talking about caravan.
Got to get that caravan. Yeah, we've got to talk about caravans where all the magic happens, where people go on their bank holiday. I keep saying bank holiday. I'm like, bank holiday.
But that's because we've got another one. That's the joy of May. We've played the back of it.
We're greedy for the bank holidays.
And what do you call the last bank holiday in May?
and tell me because I don't have
There's
it.
an official word, Whitsun. They call it Whitsun Whit Weekend.
What?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that just for everyone to go to Whitstable?
No, it's called Whitsun, right? And I didn't know this till like they go, oh, you're coming up for Whit Weekend. They'll talk about it, like Google it. They'll literally talk about that in Yorkshire like that.
Every day's a school day. Would you say the caravan holiday is your favourite staycation?
100%. Like Devon's amazing. Don't get me wrong. It was
Oh, yeah.
pure, like just cozy loveliness. But there's just something about when you do a caravan. It's the clubhouse. It's everything. It's your kids having people. You know, really, as a parent, you're taking your kids to just go to a different house. They don't care about an open log fire.
Yeah.
They're not sitting reading Little Women. Do you know what I mean? Like they're not bothered. You can't make them watch 6 hours of Pride and Prejudice, which is what I want to do when I'm
Yep.
coached up in a weekend.
Exactly.
But they want to kind of just run about with their pals. Do you know what I mean? It's lovely. It's absolutely lovely.
Yeah, it's for the kids. I told you about my brother and his wife live on Mersey, and they took the kids to the caravan park. So it's literally like 5 minutes down the road with them. Yeah. But then it started raining, so my brother went home for a shower. What can you do?
He's just got that soft life. But
Soft
that's
life.
exactly it. Even if they live on Mersey and there's a caravan park, why wouldn't you go?
Exactly
Do you know what
that.
I mean? Anyway, so don't take away our caravan, but don't vote Reform either. All right?
No, don't listen to Robert Jenrick. He doesn't need, like, he could do a triple billion tax on his holidays. He's not holidaying in
He's
the
not
UK.
your people, guys.
He's
He's
not your
not
people.
your people.
He's trying to pretend you're his people.
Want to keep it young.
He's like the mean girl at school. You know, when like the mean girls at school used to pretend to be your mate.
Yeah.
And you'd like hook, line and sinker the popular girl, and then they'd turn around and fucking cuss you out. That's what Robert Jenrick
wait,
is.
I just want to really, really make sure I'm getting what you're saying. Reform, not your friend.
Reform and not your friend.
Just the bullies.
They're just the mean girls.
Yeah, they're not in your side.
They
would destroy caravan parks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they would. Did you see him deep fry some chips? Oh, it's pathetic, mate.
Oh, mate.
That promo
you lost me, but you've pulled me back in with chips. I'm gonna vote Reform. They know what they're doing. I'm like, what? They're threatening our caravans. You can trust him. He makes chips. I'm like, I would fall for that. That's how fucking stupid I am. They're like, well, don't take the caravan good. Chips good. Like, it's so insulting, their potential voters. Anyway, I need to talk to you about something. I'm having a bit of a bad time coming up. My daughter's growing up and I can't cope. I didn't tell you I got mugged, didn't I? I got mugged the other day.
Got mugged?
I got mugged in Westfield by the cutest little ginger 10-year-old in the world.
You didn't get mugged.
I did, mate. I got mugged off, guy. So I've had core memories evoked from taking my daughter to Westwood. Bonnie likes soft things. She likes soft squishies. She likes soft squishmallows. She likes jelly cats. She's sensory. She's hypersensitive. You make sure she likes oversized t-shirts, soft jumpers, cool things. She's just so cute. I'll get nice things from Marks and Spencer's, maybe H&M. Do you know what I mean? Maybe the sort of teen section or the kids section in New Look. But she was all a bit like Bershka, Stradivarius, or whatever that shop is. Do you know, like it all got a bit like Pull and Bear and
Put a bear off.
Do you know what I mean? What's the other one? Like Brandy Melville. It's like she was trying.
Oh, yeah, Jackson Melville Brandy.
It all got a bit, but she's 10, really nearly 11, about to start secondary school, and it's a little bit like, do you know what I mean? A bit jeans and things a bit more fitted. And I'm like, but you're little and you like jelly cats. Do you know what I mean? And it is just her finding her style and also just mostly copying her mate's styles. But it's cute. But you know when you're like, and I remember my dad me coming back from a shopping trip at a similar age, and my dad being like, yeah, I'm not really sure it's your style, but really I think that's his code word for saying, slow down, stop growing up.
I think you should tell Tim Butch this story because he has this story about us going into Topshop when the Spice Girls were obviously famous, height of it, and they wore big, massive white platform shoes. And he says that I was like 10 or 11 tottering about Topshop, and in these big white platforms, and apparently the lady that worked there said, "Oh, I don't think she's old enough for them yet." But now you've told your story, I think that maybe he was the same. Maybe I looked great, and the woman serving him was like, "Oh, she should definitely get them." Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
he
maybe
just,
he told the woman serving him that she's not old enough for them yet. She told the
yeah, and then he's just, and then he was taking the piss out of me. He still does. I'm surprised it didn't come out on my 40th, that story.
When I was about 16, 17, I worked at Shelley's on Oxford Street, and sometimes I work at the Fobert's Place one. And we sold the buffaloes, and I thought they were just butters, but honestly, the minute they came in, they went out. They were literally like the hottest shoes. So I
Yeah,
didn't see you
spicy.
there. You were out in Essex, but I could
I was
imagine
in
you
Essex.
tottering in, desperate
Yeah.
for those big old
But
platform
I was,
buffaloes.
but I was that age as well. I was like, it was that exciting age where you're like, I can go into like grown up stuff. But
It
now
is.
we're at an age now, don't you think, that we're like, oh, I can't go into River Island anymore.
I'm a bit of a River Island Bay, actually. I'll mix
Yeah.
it up a little bit, but yeah, you can't get away with like Primani crap anymore. You know, like you just
No.
your body, you just end up can't
just-
do the disposable stuff anymore.
No, and it's upsetting. So she needs to
Slow down is what she needs to do. Is that what you're saying, Auntie
no,
Carmen?
I was gonna say she needs to like make the most of it.
Yeah.
She needs to like
no.
make the most out of it and enjoy this time of new look.
But I think that's my problem. I think I indulge her because I know, for instance, like I always say I've got that perspective on holidays or anything they want. They're so cute, my kids, that I'm like,
Yeah, they
I
are.
know they're going to be cynical. They're going to go into the tough acne years soon, or the kind of difficult 20s where you're just finding out who you are. So I'm like, at 10 or 11, yeah, let her buy cute little hipster things. And do you know what I mean?
Yeah, let her go to Stradivarius and work out whether it's an S or a music note.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah. Just let her try and make sense of saying that out loud. I love her. I just love her to
Bonnie's so
death.
cute, and it's her birthday coming up, so she needs to celebrate. She needs to get more new look stuff. What else is there now? Because there, it used to be all new
I
look.
hate Next. I know I shouldn't say that out loud. I've never liked
No,
Next.
me neither. It's always full of like, I don't
It
know
never
what.
gets it quite right.
We went in there for inventory and we literally walked in and we're just like looked at a shirt with a palm tree on it. Why have they always got on?
It is for the most basic fucks to buy stuff for their holidays. The only time I've gone in Next, right, is when you've got to get like a
Christmas
linen
present.
a linen 3-piece suit for a 5-year-old to go to a wedding. I fucking hate Next. It just never bangs.
Buys. It does it because we in our shopping centre near us, they had a River Island. I was like, oh, it's really good. And they've also got a Next, and they got rid of the River Island, but the Next is somehow still there.
Yeah.
That place would survive a nuclear.
And even kids River Island, do you know what? It's just a bit trashy. Like it's just a
Yeah.
little bit like it's for women who want their daughters to dress like little versions of them, like in a
Yeah.
kind of like bashy, bougie way. And
Yeah.
I'm kind of here for it, so it knows what it's doing. Next doesn't know what it's doing. I don't know who the fuck. It's got no identity. Anytime I've bought something from Next, I've instantly regretted it. It doesn't fit right. It's you know when so 5-year-olds going to a wedding, Next, fine.
Yeah.
14-year-olds doing their first work experience. I've got to get a blazer. I've got to get some blazer and some boot cut fucking smart trousers from Next.
Also,
That is literally it.
and novelty like hot chocolate mugs with like a hot chocolate bomb in it.
Yeah.
Why does Next sell them?
Next is for Christmas presents for people you don't know, lesser family
Or like.
members. Yeah. It's like, oh, my brother's got a new girlfriend. Next.
Get some weird slippers shaped like an emu from Next.
And it
for her.
literally, it literally fucks up everything. Like little boys' clothes all have skaters red, like it's and all with some white stripe down it, and then a skateboard, and like then some sort of Airtex over it
I think we went in there over winter to try and find
for
I think
winter.
the hard.
Do we remember the winter where we went to Next?
The next winter. Do you remember the winter of next 2026? What we were trying to find like a branded thing and they had it in the window, but it was like the shittest branded thing. It's like just reserve all of their shit stock for Next.
But even I think it is, and even like H&M, like when they started doing home stuff, who knew H&M could just bang on the home stuff? Like I don't I don't know who. I'm still trying to work out who next is for. It's like Superdry. Superdry used to be fairly cool. Now it's just like uniform for dads at Legoland. It's so dead.
And ski stuff.
And ski stuff maybe, but it's like I'd rather give me Roxy over that. Do you know what I mean? It's like
yeah. Love a bit of Roxy.
Next is deader than a dead thing on dead day. But we would, by the way, I just need to caveat everything. If Next would like us to advertise them, we obviously would do that because we're trying to be podcast millionaires.
Yeah. We don't think you're called Karen, really. That is like, or if it was like a bloke, it would be Neil.
Fucking spot on. Fucking Neil and Claire. Neil and Claire are just getting some bits because they're going to taking the kids to Centre Parks for the first time. Because they've started, because he's got the promotion at work. We need a palate cleanser. Coming up, I want to talk about someone that I'm a little bit obsessed with. Always been obsessed with her, but I feel like I took my eye off the ball and she's come back and like, who's this bitch? Coming up, I want to talk about what a bad bitch Maura Higgins is. Maura Higgins was in Love Island, yeah. She came in as a bit of a bombshell. I do believe they were using that phrase then, right? She's got a thick Irish accent, yeah. She proper like, oh, I'm 33 now, you know. So she's really amazing, right? She was gorgeous, stunning when she dropped in Love Island. She coined the phrase fanny flutters. Oh, he gives me fanny flutters. And she stood up for herself. So she had a fight. It wasn't just that she was hot. You know, in the same way I always say about how I love Olivia Attwood. She was just brilliant. And then she's sort of like been a bit tabloid foddery, rumbling in the background for me. Tabloid fodder. She went out of Pete Wicks for a little bit. She's had a bit of snog here and there. Do you know what I mean? Next thing you know, she seems to have like shown up in Celebrity Traitors in
Celebrity Traitors
in America.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say I don't remember her in it. I just remember Alan Carr.
People are saying what work has she had done, she's lost weight and everything, but she just looks stunning.
Yeah.
Whoever's styling her, for all I know, it's herself. She's dressed to the nines. She looks beautiful, but she hasn't diluted any of her sort of personality, any of her fight. She's basically super memeable. She's now been signed for Dancing with the Stars in America, which she said she put on her manifestation board and repeated it, put it on her vision board. So she feels like she's done that. She's hilarious. She's doing red carpet interviews. She's doing loads of promotion. And I just feel like, it's like I blinked. Like I'm talking about Bonnie. I blinked and now she's all getting grown up, my Bonnie. I've blinked and she's like a legit kind of icon, superstar. I feel like I took the eye off the ball and I'm like, Maura Higgins, where have you come from?
Yeah, she is now gone viral for saying she don't need no man.
I love it. She's now impossible to ignore. She was basically asked about her love life and whether she'd go on The Bachelorette. You know, we've had The Bachelor where people compete to love someone, to marry someone. And she basically said, God, no, I don't want a man. I'm 35. I don't want a man in my house. I'll stop doing her accent because I'm not doing it very well. But she's so like, you know, Whoopi Goldberg said famously, no, I want to be single because I don't want a man in my house. And Maura Higgins has just echoed the sentiment saying, I don't want to clean up after anyone. Basically I make my own money. What is it adding? And it reminded me of like a Cher interview. I think Cher was on Oprah years ago and she said, do you think you need a man? And she went, for what? Like she didn't even, like, not just I need a man, but it's like, for what purpose? Do you know what I mean? So
Given that energy.
I don't know. I was such a pick-me girl. I was so beggy in my 20s. I was beggy my whole life until I met my husband. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that didn't even occur to me that I didn't need a man.
Do you know what? I feel quite strongly about this because as you know, I was single for a long time and it really makes me sad that people are like, and not just women as well, people get into relationships for the very wrong reasons. And I can see how people do because you get questioned as if you've got like leprosy or something.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like I'd go to weddings and people would be like, why are you single though? Why are you single though? Why are you single though? I had guys tell me that I was getting on a bit to have kids like at 35, same as Maura Higgins. I had people just really thinking that there was something wrong. And like people would ask me like, why are you single? Why are you single? And in the end, I'd just be like, oh, just because I'm awful to be around,
Yeah,
just to
yeah.
shut
Because
them up.
what do you want from me?
So I feel really strongly about this because I think that I'm quite lucky in the fact that I've sort of been brought up with like, it is what it is, like it's not neither here nor there. So in a way, and it used to really sway me. So I did used to feel really down, like, oh, why can't I get a partner? There must be something wrong with me. But
Yeah.
I'm so glad that I didn't cave in, because I know loads of people that are in the wrong relationships just because they'd rather be in the wrong shit relationship than feel like a social leper. And I think that's really sad. And what I always say to my, because I've got an 18-year-old niece as well, I waited 37 years for my Imandor, and I'd have waited another 37, because it's only good to be in a relationship if you're happy.
It's got to be 100%, hasn't it? Like anything, it's got to be 100%. And if they're not adding to your life, like setting up your tech and all that,
Yeah,
like,
exactly. You know,
but then it is so much better to be single, and we are just so defined by it, and it just runs so
it's
deep.
so
And of course,
bad.
we could talk about some sort of biology of like procreation, but people don't get together to procreate. But now what's happened? What's happened now? You're with your man when you get married. And what's going to happen when you get married?
When
When you're going to
having
have kids. And when you
you-
have a kid, what they're going to say? When you, oh, is it going to be an only child? When you're going to have another one? And oh, when you're going to move house? Like, get the fuck out. So
when there's,
I just feel people like Maura Higgins being able to just say it so like that. You're just like,
yes.
these moments go viral because you're like, yeah, fucking, you
Yes.
want to see someone unbothered queen say stuff like that where you go like, yes, please.
Yes.
Jennifer Lopez apparently the same. Genuinely
J-Lo.
happy single era.
Jenny
I
from the
mean,
block. I mean, she took her time though, didn't she? She has been.
but she's done it the opposite way. She's married the same men twice. She's got with people, got off, had kids with people like,
And she's J-Lo.
and
So
she's bloody J-Lo. So
she's feeling the social pressures. Like, I just
yeah,
think people need to stop commenting on
everyone.
oh
Oh no, wait, no, then we wouldn't have a pod.
yeah.
But stop comment, like your friend that's single, they are aware they're single, and they shouldn't have to, no one should have to justify their life choices to anyone. And also, you don't know whether someone desperately, why are you single? Like, well, I don't know, I'm all the fucking apps. The best thing about you when you were dating was like how quickly you'd be like, I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
And I'd be
yeah.
like, oh God, I was never like that. I was like, well, maybe,
But sometimes you are, because then you're like, you haven't got a gun to your head. And that's the other thing equally. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be with someone either. It's just like knowing that you're good until you get to meet your person,
Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Because can I just talk about someone that maybe be regretting being married slightly?
Who?
Melania Trump.
Oh,
We haven't caught up. I know I've been away, right? But I spent the whole of last week looking at the royal visit, and loads of people have slammed Charles even doing it because of how questionable Trump's everything is. But watching our royal family, I've got to say, I have felt a little bit proud to be British, because you can see Charles and Camilla are solid. King Charles, Queen Camilla, what I mean? They're solid as rock. They have outclassed the Trumps, left, right, centre. And maybe, I don't even want to say the Trumps, because Melania had looked quite embarrassed the whole last week. Trump did so many gaffes. I've just been so proud because he's trying to bad up our king. And all of a sudden I'm like, yeah, our king, by shaking his hands. And he's like, right, I've got sausage fingers. I'm not letting go. I'll win that round.
Yeah.
He
100%.
roasted him in a speech about, I heard you say that we'd be speaking German about you. Well, let's go back a bit further. You'd be speaking French about us. I had to actually Google why, because I'm thick, but it goes back to the 1700s. I'm not really sure. But and then like watching them, they're shaking the hands of state leaders, our king and queen, and Trump just steps over and just does it in front of them, and King Charles and Camilla just step back, like they're literally stunned by his abrasiveness and rudeness. But then, because now I'm doing the deep dive, because I'm so obsessed with the whole trip last week, you are literally watching Melania try and get her hand out from Donald Trump's hand as she's holding it, and then they're on a balcony, and he just stands there, and it took Melania to kind of usher her husband along and direct King Charles into a correct place. I'm like, Mate, it's like you're watching this sort of, at the end of Wolf of Wall Street where she's like, I don't love you anymore. And he's like, that's convenient. It's like she's watching this man fall. And then it's like, yeah, I'm out, man. I'm out. So
Why was she
don't
ever
Melania
in?
it. Yeah, why was she ever in is
Why was
also the
she ever-
question.
Why was she ever?
Well, that's why I brought it up. Why was she ever in?
Oh, so I mean, that's not social pressure. That's the wedge.
Well, that is something, but mate, she's
Oh,
now his
God.
stock is plummeting, mate. So
Oh,
Queen Maura
mate.
Higgins, she was. I just love watching people like she got known on Love Island to sort of monopolize, not monopolize. What am I say? Like monetize and make the most of their opportunity. I just love watching people do that and just.
Me too.
Oh.
I think it's a really clever move, like just to have it as your platform and then just go on to like absolutely smash it. Just use it to your advantage, I say.
And don't you just love her? I can't stop. Like,
Yeah.
she's just gorgeous and just like, I know that's so shallow, but it's more just her style, her fashion. It's like we've watched someone. It's like watching like someone that I don't know. Like this is gonna be the dumbest analogy ever. It reminds me of when you've followed a footballer from like junior levels. And like how much we loved Declan Rice when he was a real sort of youth at West Ham, and it's like, look at his career. I feel like Maura Higgins is like that. You watch these Love Islands, go, oh my God, you're in Hollywood. You're stratospheric. Do you know what I mean? It's like that.
I like the narrative that she's putting out because it's so against what everyone thinks. But also talking of Declan Rice, he had to stick up for his girlfriend, and I thought that was quite sweet as well.
This is how dumb people are. This is people that don't understand relationships.
Yeah.
They were childhood sweethearts, and she's just stunning and looks like a normal person. It's like women aren't trophies, and do you know what I mean? Like,
I know, mate.
Just leave me alone. Anyway, this is all good. I've actually got some. Our next section's really tragic, actually.
Well, it is tragic for me.
We're going back to the shopping trip. Coming up, R.I.P. Claire's accessories.
Can I make a confession?
Always.
I think that I'm either regressing to 11-year-old Bonnie 11-year-old status, or I'm just getting old and gross. I don't know what's going on.
What's happened?
Have you had this problem? So
I'm just literally gross. I'm literally gross.
So John Mulaney, of my favourite comedian, John Mulaney, does this really funny joke where he's like, I'm getting really old and gross, where I have to like swallow burps. And he said that when you're like hosting people, you're like, who would like some more excuse me, sorry, who would like some more bread? So I'm getting spotty.
No, why?
How? I don't know. I thought this wasn't supposed to happen when you were old. I'm supposed to have old, dry, crepey skin.
What are you?
No excess.
Eating something different? Are you greasy?
Mate, always greasy. I was on location the other day with filming with talent who were just absolutely flawless, beautiful, and I stank. And when I put it in the group chat, and I was like, "Yeah, I just really want to talk about when I was stinky." Our producer was like, "What do you mean stinky?" I was like, "Yeah, I just stank. I don't know why. I'd showered, deodorant. It was a hot day."
You had a bit of armpits going on.
Yeah, but what?
Maybe raw onion or raw garlic. I always get real armpity when I've had a bit of raw onion in something.
Do you ever have bits of clothing that just smell like BO no matter how many times you wash them?
Yeah, they've got to go. You can either try and steam it out with a bit of bicarb, but otherwise you just got to go. Once that's in them.
Why do they? So I don't know if it was a BO top. I don't know. But anyway, so it just made me think back to being that age, being Bonnie's age, like being that age where you're a little bit like,
self-conscious about everything.
Why am I back there when I'm 40? I don't understand. And it made me nostalgic, and it made me think of what we're going to talk about next.
Can I talk about something about being self-conscious about those sorts of things, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if this has ever been your issue, but do you remember in school sometimes you'd be like hot and sweaty on those plastic chairs in bloody assembly?
Yeah.
And
your legs
I remember
sweat.
Yeah, you'll be sort of sweat. And then sometimes I'd be so embarrassed if you stood up and there'd be a sort of triangle of a wet patch of where it was just heat, yeah?
Yeah, that worked.
Do you remember that? And I remember my mate went, "Oh, don't you hate it when you know when someone confesses on you? Don't you hate it when you get that triangle of like wet patch?" She went, "What I do is slide off the chair so it goes." I was like, "Oh yeah, nice one." But the relief of someone else admitting that shit, I'd been like hot in shame for like my whole teenagerdom till my mate just went, "Yeah, don't you?" And you go, "Oh yeah, wicked, everyone gets it." So I just think this is why the point of the pod. Confess your spots, confess your smelly armpits, confess your triangle of
But I
wet,
still
sweaty
get
shame.
I get the triangle of wet, sweaty shame on
Yeah,
the
we all
work
do.
stools,
We
and then you
need,
and then you try and like cover it up with like your
yeah,
bag or something. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, sorry, I just got to get something out because then you're
yeah. No, but
spotting
like, I
like
just think we've got to embrace the triangle, the wet triangle of shame under
yeah,
a steamy minge.
yeah.
Because guess what? Bitches be working, all right? So I'm glad we've highlighted that. But we are regressing to a time of our lives. I think this might be. I'm trying to think if I'm too old for this. I don't remember Claire's accessories featuring heavily when I was
Oh,
really young.
mate, ours was it's
But
a cl-
Claire's is like pretty big. It's closing 154 stores. It's been on the decline for a while, let's face it.
why though? Why has it been gone out of
Because it's
fashion?
fucking tut.
Yeah, but that's where you go to get your ears pierced. That
Yeah,
is,
my eldest got her ears pierced there. Both my
yeah,
daughters have had their ears pierced there. Oh, I'm getting nostalgic. But it's a bit technicolor, isn't it? And I think it used to be really fun. But I think the fun has gone from life. That used to be the dream of
yeah.
any young person
Going
going in
in,
there and getting
smelling the
fun stuff.
plastic. Yes, smelling the
And
plastic, smelling all that shit,
now they go to Sephora
and Temu.
and Temu, and they go and everything's muted now. McDonald's restaurants used to be fun when you were a kid. Now they all look like flipping architects' offices. Everything's muted and brown and grey and white, and everything's got to be sophisticated. And girls that are 10 years old are going, "Follow me on my 9-step skincare routine." And you're like, you don't have it. Your skincare routine is you're 10 years old.
What I eat
Go
in a
and get in the
day.
paddling pool. Do you know what I mean?
So on my day off with a froob.
Yeah. Like they're all getting too sophisticated. I blame the internet. But it's like, yeah, R.I.P. Claire's accessories, because R.I.P. bloody innocence, let's face it.
R.I.P. Charlie body spray. Is that still a
Oh.
thing? Charlie body spray, Rimmel Heather Shimmer, blue eyeshadow, Claire's.
And Claire's, but then they used to do deals at Christmas, like in their January sales, and they'd be like 5 for 15 and then 4 for free. And you couldn't work out, and then they'd have different stands and that were ticketed. And you're like, no, and you're trying to buy 17 earrings, and they're like, no, they're not on the sale. And you're like, I don't know what's going on.
What say, did Claire's do the like £14.93 pricing? You know, and you're like,
Yeah,
just make it 50.
round it up.
Just round it up. Do you remember Licenza? That's another nostalgia.
The underwear shop.
Yeah, because they always used to put the scented beads in with your bras. So then you'd be like, oh, like that was another thing that blew my mind. Like you'd go
Oh,
to Blue Water, Licenza, Claire's, McDonald's. Oh, mate. And now they're
golden
closing it.
age. No, there's nothing.
And there's
Everything's
nothing.
too
What is there
grown
now?
up.
Yes, Space NK. That's supposed to
Space.
be
I know that's
grown
what sort of stuff
ups.
they do. I know they've lost their innocence, so it's quite cute. I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of glad it's gone because I did get robbed a lot in there as well. You know, I've been mugged a lot by my kids in Claire's, but they just used to love it in Christmas. Because I'm coming this from a mum's perspective. I never loved it like that. I'd come as a mum where I'm like, okay, fine, we'll go to Claire's. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. But you've been robbed in Claire's, but I reckon Claire's was ripe for a thieving, wasn't it? I
Oh my
reckon all
God,
the school kids
listen,
would go in there.
yeah. Sometimes like I'd be in there, and even when Rosie was in the buggy, and then sometimes just grab stuff and you were like, oh shit, I can't
It's
bother to
not
go
even,
back. I've got handfuls of like
it's
beaded
not,
shit.
it's not worth the argument about how much it actually costs and
I
how many
know.
you get free.
Yeah,
Make
they allowed for a percentage of theft in that shop. That was right.
exactly. It was like that and Superdrug.
Superdrug.
Superdrug. It was what's a Maybelline compact, or like the girl at school would just open her coat and it would be like mascara, eyelash colour, Rimmel, got Rimmel everything.
God, shoplifting is such a rite of passage when you're 44.
I think we've covered a lot.
I think
haven't
we've
we?
covered a lot. Guys, if you're listening to this, then just go on YouTube and watch the visuals. We've been through so much. If our producer doesn't make this into the edit, I'm going to cry. But if you have a funny story about malfunctioning cameras, shoplifting, or R.I.P. stores.
Or
Oh my God,
caravans.
that's what you should do. Yeah, caravans. But tell us shops that no longer exist. Tammy girl. We'd love to hear it. Please email us, Laura and Carmen at global.com, or you can slide into our DMs on Insta and TikTok.
You also DM us how to use these webcams.
Oh, mate.
We don't know.
Yes. Sorry, Maura Higgins and J-Lo. You need a man in your house to sort this out. And if you're feeling especially generous, leave us a 5-star review because we just want to be podcast millionaires.
We want to be podcast millionaires. We love you.
Love you.
Have a great day. No, have a great day. Have a great week.
Have a great life.
Bye.
This has been a Global Player original production.